Thank you for watching the Charlestown-Clark County Public Library videos. Today we're going to show you how to make cinnamon dough and to turn that cinnamon dough into your very own Christmas ornaments. To make your cinnamon dough, you only need 2 ingredients. You need a container of cinnamon between 2 1/4 and 2 1/2 ounces. And then you need a container of applesauce that is 4 ounces. If you don't buy your applesauce in 6-packs in these little containers, this is about 1/2 cup of applesauce. Once you mix these 2 ingredients together, you'll have your cinnamon dough. To take your cinnamon dough and to turn it into a Christmas ornament, you'll need some Christmas cookie cutters, a wooden skewer or a straw, some string, a rolling pin, wax paper, and some fun decorations. To make your cinnamon dough, start by opening your cinnamon and dumping the entire container into the bowl, just like that. Next, take your applesauce, open it up, and dump it on top of your cinnamon. All right, guys, you're gonna start using your hands at this point because you're gonna have to use your hands to mix the cinnamon and applesauce together. A spoon isn't going to cut it. You need your hands to make sure you get the applesauce and cinnamon incorporated together to make a dough. All right, guys, you can see I'm mixing. I'm turning our 2 ingredients into a soft dough. All right, it needs a little bit more. All right, you can see it's starting to stick to itself. It's turning soft and it's wet. All right. Okay. So I'm starting to squeeze it together. It's sticking to itself. And I'm basically trying to make a big ball. I'm squeezing it into a circle. All right. Just keep squeezing and incorporating until you have all the dough in one big circle. All right. I'm still working it, still working it. All right, guys, here is our cinnamon dough. It smells like Christmas. All right, so to take this cinnamon dough and turn it into a Christmas ornament, let's put it on top of my wax paper. Guys, wax paper is optional. If you don't have wax paper, your countertop is fine. You're just gonna be having to do a little cleanup after you finish your ornaments. All right, guys, now we need to flatten our dough so we can use our cookie cutters. I have a rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, that's fine. Your hands will work, but I'm gonna use my rolling pin. All right, if your dough falls apart, just keep adding it back together. We're gonna try to roll it out to a 1/4 inch thickness. Okay, I've rolled out my dough and got it to the thickness that I want. I'm gonna take my cookie cutter and I'm gonna press down hard. Give it a good press. I'm gonna start taking excess dough away from my gingerbread man. Now, here is 1 gingerbread man we made. You can take the rest of this excess dough, you can form it into a ball and roll it out and make more gingerbread men. So you'll have lots of homemade Christmas ornaments this season. All right, so let's lift up, gently press him out of the cookie cutter. And there he is, guys. Now, you're gonna take your wooden skewer or your straw, and while he is still wet and malleable, you're gonna gently lift up and you're gonna push a hole through the top. This is where your string is going to go, so you can hang your ornament on the Christmas tree. Gently, it's still wet, it still could fall to pieces, guys. Make a hole, and there he is. All right, guys, here he is, your gingerbread man ornament. The only thing you have to do now is wait for him to harden. He will air dry in 2 to 3 days and harden completely. If you don't want to wait the 2 to 3 days, you can dry him in the oven at 200 degrees for 45 minutes. I'm going to let mine air dry, so I'm going to go ahead and start decorating. If you're going to put him in the oven, do not decorate him till after he is out. Any kind of plastic decorations you put on him will melt in the oven. You're going to have to wait and glue on decorations after he comes out of the oven. But I'm going to let mine air dry, so I'm going to go ahead and add his buttons by pressing down into the wet dough firmly. This way, as he dries, his buttons will dry with him. And you won't need any glue or anything to make sure the buttons stay on him. Now, I like this kind of simple, minimalist, button-only look, but of course there's lots of ways to decorate your gingerbread man. You can use permanent marker, you can use paint, you can glue on fabric. White icing is very traditional. Any way you want to go, give it a try. I'm sure your gingerbread man will look super cute. Okay guys, it's been 3 to 4 days and our gingerbread men have dried out completely. Here they are. They're nice and hard. Their buttons are a part of their design. They won't fall off. The last thing you have to do is get a piece of string and tie it through the hole at the top of your gingerbread man. They're ready to go on the Christmas tree and last for years and years.